Hey everyone. Last time I talked about meditation, I mentioned it's not just about stopping thoughts. Today I want to share something else that's really important about meditation, how it helps us see things more clearly. We have mindfulness, which leads to concentration, which leads to insight. And many people know about mindfulness and how it can help calm the body and help us relax. And that's fine, that's the first part of it. But it's not the whole thing. Many of you might think about meditation that it's there to be relaxing, to help you calm down. But it's a lot more than that. That's just the first part of meditation. That's the mindfulness part, and that's really important. But there's also the concentration, which is a big part of that. But finally, there's insight. You know, it's kind of like learning to use a camera. First you notice something interesting, that's mindfulness. Then you focus the lens carefully, that's the concentration. And finally you see the image clearly, that's the insight. So when we meditate, we're doing something similar. We start by noticing what's happening right now. As we practice staying with one thing, like our breath, our mind becomes more stable. And from that stability, we can start looking deeper. Here's the thing. Some days we sit down to meditate and we feel peaceful, and other days we're totally agitated, and that's completely normal. It has very little to do with how good our meditation is. What matters is our willingness to look at whatever's there, even when we're feeling agitated. So let's say we're feeling agitated. We might start with something general like, I have too much on my mind. You know, that's the thought in your head. Or, I'm trying to do too many things. That's fine, but we can look deeper than that. Maybe we notice we're trying to fill some kind of void in our life. That's an insight, and it's really practical. It's not mystical at all. It helps us understand ourselves better and make different choices. So this is why meditation is called a practice. We're not trying to achieve some perfect state. We're developing our ability to see clearly, one moment at a time. From experience, I can tell you that those insights are the beginning and the end of transforming your life. What some people might call manifestation, I would simply call looking deeply, seeing the truth of this present moment, and having the freedom to choose to change. But to change, you need information. You need to know exactly what's going on inside of you. Why do you behave in a certain way? If you want to manifest some sort of amazing, dreamt up future for yourself, then you can't do that without knowing where you are in this moment. And in this moment, deciding to change and taking the steps you can take in this moment. That comes from insights. That comes from learning about yourself. You can't do that without sitting still and looking inside. So may you find much joy on that path. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.